belt. Between watching survival series, watching one of my greatest favorites, wrestler of all time, Triple H, lay the smackdown on SmackDown's commissioner, Shane McMahon. Between all that has happened this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all I can say is it's been a busy weekend for wrestling. And there's so much to cover that I'm going to do it all in one single show. So sit back, relax, have yourself a cold beer, a cold soda, a cold margarita, a cold water, whatever you like to drink, as long as it's cold, because this is your Ring of Honor Survivor of the Fittest NXT War Games and Survivor Series review and results, because this is the JT and Candy Show, the best wrestling podcast on YouTube.com. And that's the wait. Hold on, wait. Did I just say that I met Kenny Omega? Oh, this Kenny Omega. The leader of the Bullet Club? Kenny Omega? Did you just say you met Kenny Omega? Wait. Did you just say you met Cody Rhodes, the Ring of Honor champion? Not only did I meet Cody Rhodes, but I held the Ring of Honor championship belt on my shoulders while taking a picture with the champ himself, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Not only did I get a picture with Kenny Omega, but I shook the guy's hand and said, "Go Bullet Club for life." The real Bullet Club, not the club, not the Balor Club, but the Bullet Club. As a matter of fact, what do I have over here? A signed autograph picture by the champ himself, Cody Rhodes. Hold up. What do I have over here? An autograph picture signed by the cleaner himself, the leader of the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega. Fine. You don't believe me? Let's play the clip right now. Let's show the video. I said let's show the video. Come on, guys. In the back, load the goddamn video package. Can't depend on anyone these days. There you have it. Video footage of me not only getting an autograph signed and handshake by Kenny Omega, the cleaner himself, the leader of the Bullet Club, but I also got to I also get to. I also got to. I'll tell you what. I got a little nervous when I got up there, but I also got to hold the Ring of Honor Championship belt on my shoulders. And guess who put it on my shoulders himself? The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. You saw it. You've seen it. Believe it. Because I've got to be the only guy on YouTube with this podcast who not only have met Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega on the same night, but I also got to see them perform with the Young Bucks. Stephen Amell himself, the Arrow. And I gotta say, that main event put not only NXT War Games, but it put Survivor Series to shame. Because after watching the end of Survivor Series tonight, I'll tell you what, the match started off pretty good, but the way it ended, not so great. WWE, you want to come out here and you want to put your younger talent to shame? You want to let all these old-timer Triple H, with great respect, Randy Orton, Shane McMahon, Kurt Angle, seriously? Shane McMahon was the last one from SmackDown to survive? I highly doubt that. He wasn't even in the match for the entire time. I don't know who was in the match less, him or John Cena. You want to go and you want to watch a real main event? You want to really watch, you want to go back and you want to see Survivor of the Fittest? And you go on YouTube, you find that footage of Ring of Honor, you watch it. As a matter of fact, watch Ring of Honor this Saturday, next Saturday, and you'll see a real main event. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Stephen Amell, Cody Rhodes lay the smackdown on every single superstar. And not only did they lay the smackdown, but they showed you that when it comes to the younger talent, they have more aggression. They show more. Wait, hold up. What the hell happened to AJ Styles, man? That dude was getting his ass whooped from Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar whooped the crap out of AJ Styles. And that dude came back and he gave Brock Lesnar a run for his money. I'll be honest with you. Between every single match I saw in Survivor Series, the only match I enjoyed watching the most was AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar. But you know what? None of that matters. You know why? Because I met Kenny Omega. And I met Cody Rhodes. There you go. So, WWE, you can take your Survivor Series and you can take your War Games and you can turn them sideways and stick it straight up your candy asses, because the fact of the matter is this. This was my first Ring of Honor show. My first Like when it comes to WWE, I've covered everything WWE, but I've never gone into any other show except for WWE. And I swear to God, this show, for being one of like an indie show, for being a small time show, this show was the shit. I'm so excited about going to this show. I can care less about talking about NXT or Survivor Series. But you know what? I'm going to. Because this is not just a Ring of Honor review and results. This is NXT, War Games, Survivor Series. So, dude, I met Kenny Omega, bro. He shook my hand. He signed an autograph just for me. And I got to hold the WWE. Whoa. I didn't get to hold the WWE Championship belt. It was more like the Ring of Honor Championship belt. Show the picture again. One more time. As a matter of fact, show the video footage just one more time. Alright, that's enough. Enough about Ring of Honor Survivor of the Fittest. We know that show won and took it all. Alright. It's time to get to work and talk about wrestling. So, I was gonna save the best for last, but you know what? Might as well get out the way before everyone out there gets over it already. First thing we're gonna talk about is we're gonna review Ring of Honor, Survivor of the Fittest. Ring of Honor was in San Antonio, Texas, live with a special surprise from Stephen Amell, the new member of the Bullet Club. Let's see what we got here. Brighten this up a little bit. So, oh, and by the way, that I mentioned that the Ring of Honor show was going up against an NXT show in the same city. Survivor of the Fittest tournament kicked off in San Antonio last night. And the main event was Stephen Amell, the star of Arrow, teamed up with Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and the Young Bucks against The Addiction, Flip Gordon, and Scorpion Sky. So we get to our first match. I'll make this quick. It's going to be a long ass review, and I'm going to review 3 different shows that happened in the last 3 different days. So try to make it short and sweet over here. So we had a match between Cheeseburger and Justin Taylor. Yeah, they have stupid ass names, so it doesn't matter. The match was good. This was the pre-show match. Cheeseburger won with a showtail and a dividing double stomp. That's all you need to know, because after all that, Stephen Amell came out as the guest host for the show. The Addiction quickly interrupted him, but Cody defended his buddy. Amell took off his jacket to reveal an Arrow-inspired Bullet Club shirt, which I really want to get because I'm also a big Arrow fan. The Flash, Supergirl, whatever. Anyways, so the Addiction came out. They proposed changing the match scheduled for them. Pretty much you're gonna have Dam versus Kenny Omega and Cody and the Young Bucks versus Flip Gordon and Scorpion Sky to the Addiction. So Gordon and Sky versus Bullet Club So the addiction comes out. They propose a match between the Bullet Club, the addiction, of course, with Flip Gordon and Scorpion Sky. Cody comes out and says, "You know what? We accept your match, but it's going to be in the main event." Um, so during both of the, you know what? Forget this. I'm not even gonna read this shit because you know what? I'll read this shit and whoever types this shit doesn't make any sense, at least in my mind. Um, Cody points out that the Ring of Honor show has sold out, and I don't know if NXT sold out. I don't know if NXT had a bigger crowd than Ring of Honor, but I will say if you're a true wrestling fan, you came and you watched Ring of Honor instead of NXT. That's all I'm saying. And from what I saw a lot of people there, and they were each every single I'll say about like 90% of the people that were there were wearing Bullet Club shirts, and if they were in Bullet Club shirts, there were Kenny Omega's, the Villain, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. My wife, she chose to wear one of Cody Rhodes' shirt. So Cody Rhodes comes out. He says, "You know what? We sold out. We sold out. We sold out. How about the other guys next door? How are they doing? Guess what? Nobody cares." So after all that, they go back to the back. They get ready for their match and whatnot. We get Silas Young versus Josh Woods in a Survivor of the Fittest first round match. Um, Silas Young defeats Josh Woods. Um, then we get Shane Taylor versus Beer City Bruiser, and another first round match. Um, Shane Taylor defeats, Beer City Bruiser, and I don't know about the names over here. There's some names that are stupid. There's some names that are okay, but um, you know, Beer City Bruiser. I mean, the guy gets drunk, he knocks your ass out, and he gets your bruises. That's all I can think about. But he lost either way, so it doesn't even matter. Um, um, so I mean, all in all, the match was pretty good. I was actually didn't get to really watch the first couple matches that were on the show because I was too busy in line trying to get autographs. Um, and trust me, the lines were freaking long. When I got there, the lines were already long to begin with. And then when I finally decided that I wanted to get an autograph, the lines got bigger. So I had to wait in line just to get an autograph. Um, Kenny Omega had the biggest line I've ever seen in my entire life. Um, as a matter of fact, let's show some footage on that. All right, we're back. So, yeah, another weird name. We get next we get Punishment Martinez versus Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal, he used to be Ring of Honor's champ. He wrestled in TNA a lot. He was machismo and blah blah blah. Yeah, he's okay. I'm starting to get back into him a little bit, but anyways, that was a pretty decent match. I actually watched that match. That was all right. I watched it from a distance, but it was a good match nonetheless. Um, so you know, I don't know what's going on with Jay Lethal, but I mean, he used to be pretty good when I used to watch him in back in Ring of Honor. Supposedly he was like badass, but he loses to Punishment Martinez. Um, that was one of the another first round match that was going on as far as for survival of the Fittest. You know what? Let's show some more video on that real quick. What are you doing? You're supposed to be asleep, Caitlin.
But I can't sleep.
You can't sleep. All right, lay on my bed. Here, go. Let me kiss. All right. All right. I'm sorry. I just had to keep on showing you footage of Survivor of the Fitness. Did I say fitness? I meant Fittest. Survivor series should have been called Survivor of the Fitness, because yeah. So anyways, Punishing Martinez defeats Jay Lethal. Martinez hits his sit out chokeslam to win. Marty Scurll, who is facing Lethal at Final Battle, came out during the match and offered Lethal his umbrella, which I think, in my eyes, WWE stole from him and needs to give it back. Lethal hits Scurll with it instead. Come on, man! Like, dude, if you're on a losing streak, right? If you're on a losing streak, and a member of the Bullet Club, the villain, comes out and offers you a hand, you don't hit that hand away. You take the hand. You know, you take whatever help comes your way, because at this point, I think you need the help, man. You need some help, bro. Join the Bullet Club. Why would you not want to join the Bullet Club? Who doesn't want to be in the Bullet Club? I'm in the damn Bullet Club. Check this out. Bullet Club member for life. Forget the NWO. Forget Degeneration X. It's all about the Bullet Club. So anyways, Jay Lethal, says, nope, I don't want to join you. I will never join you. Just leave me alone. I just want to cry all by myself. So then after all that madness, I'm probably still in line, waiting to get an autograph. I didn't get out of the damn line till probably like midway through the show. I think I watched like the last 3 matches, and then it was already over. But it was worth it, trust me, because the main event was the main event, and all I wanted to do was watch the main event. Didn't really care about anybody else. So we get the Kingdom, Matt Tavern, and Vinny Marseglia versus TKO Ryan. What can I say about this match? I didn't watch it. I was still in goddamn line. Tavern cradles Grissom for the pin after blocking a shooting star press with his knees. Marciella and TKO Ryan defeat and destroy Motor City Machine Guns at Jonathan's Gresham. I don't know how to say it. Gresham, greatest ham in the world. So after all that madness, we finally get some women wrestling, and I'll tell you what, the women that wrestled on this show, from what I saw, wrestled way better, way hardcore than the women on SmackDown or Raw or any other show you'll see on the WWE network for $9.99. Anyways, Diana Prazzo, fuck, I can't say her goddamn name. I'm gonna call her Diana P. defeats Britt Baker in a Women of Honor match. Diana submitted her with a Fujiwara. I'm gonna botch this fucking name. Armbar. So Deanna puts Baker in a armbar, and she submits, and that's it. It's over. Then we get the Luchadors, Ray Cometa, and um, well, let's just say the match sucked. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not a big fan of luchador matches. But you know what? The match entirely sucked. The two guys that came out to face these two luchadors, man, they look pretty jacked up. Like they're somebody to look out for in Ring of Honor. I believe their name are um, Red Titus and Will Friera. Um, this was a wild card match with the crowd very into the CMLL guys. Um, yeah, all they were chanting is lucha, 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 lucha. You know, whatever, whatever. Uh, but anyways, it was an okay match. You know, it was all right. I'm just not a big fan of luchadors. You know, I'm being a hater. I'm hating because at the end of the day, I was probably still in line, and all I wanted to do was, and I wasn't even sure that Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and Young Bucks were going to perform because supposedly this was going to be a 2 night event, and they were going to be in Dallas the next day. So I wasn't sure if like I wasted all my time in line trying to get autographs, and I wasn't going to be able to see Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks perform, Bullet Club. But you know what? I had nothing to worry about because I spoke to Kenny Omega and he told me straight up, "Hey man, we're going to wrestle tonight." He didn't say all that, but you know what? I was going to ask him. I just forgot. I was starstruck. Um, so the next match we have is our Ring of Honor World Television Championship match. Kenny King versus Joey Ryan to retain. I'm skipping to the end. So they had a typical Joey Ryan match. This match was mostly just like Joey Ryan, you know, being acting silly in the ring, acting like a little perv. He busted out some baby oil. He poured it all over his body. Then he put it into his privates. And then for the entire match, he tried to get King to touch his genital area, which I didn't really find interesting or entertaining at all. The entire time I was watching this match, and this was a match I actually got to sit down and watch. So I was like, I finally get to watch a good match, and you have one guy trying to be, all perverted and trying to get some other guy to touch his schlong. Like I wanted to see wrestling at this point, but you know what? Whatever. I did get to see wrestle. They wrestled pretty good, but at the end of the night, Kenny King retained his Ring of Honor World Television Championship belt. Booyah. Then we get Dalton Castle versus Marty Squirrel, a member of the Bullet Club. I really think that I really thought that this match should end differently. We should have had Marty Squirrel defeat Dalton Castle, but that was not the case. It was the other way around. Dalton Castle defeats Marty Squirrel. Castle hits the Bangarang to win. The Bangarang. Whatever. What kind of stupid ass name is that? But after all that, we finally get they saved the best for last because we then get the Bullet Club, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and the Arrow himself, the Green Arrow himself, Stephen Amell versus The Addiction, Flip Gordon, and Scorpion Sky. All I'm going to say about this match and all I'm going to say about this main event is that it should have been in the main event at Survivor Series. I would have rather seen that match again in a WWE ring in Houston, Texas, than to have watched what I watched tonight. Now, I'm not hating on the match. The match was pretty decent. All I'm going to say is I hated the way it ended. But that's neither here or there yet. The main event was awesome. The crowd was crazy. As a matter of fact, let's play us some video footage from that match, since I spent the entire time recording it for y'all. Play the video package, monkeys. Caitlin. No, you're supposed to be in bed, right? I'm gonna give you a kitty, yeah. I'm gonna give you a kitty. Busted my ass right there. What the heck is wrong with me, man? Well, I hope you enjoyed the video footage. I recorded what I could have. So I'm gonna read what was all written down on this review, and then I'll let you know my thoughts on the match afterwards. So I'm a little illiterate when it comes to reading, so bear with me, guys, and stop making fun of me. God damn it. This match was a 5 out of 4, with a male becoming an official participant in it. He did a lot, including a dive to the floor and being put through a table by Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. I thought that was Kazarian from TNA. Oh, damn. Sucks. He's a good guy. He looks kind of fat and beat up now. He looked good for a non-wrestler. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and say that an actor, not a wrestler, an actor, did more in this match than Shane McMahon, who's been in the wrestling business for how long? He put his body through a lot for just being an actor. So I actually enjoyed seeing Stephen Amell kick some ass, then Shane McMahon get his ass whooped. Flip Gordon stopped Daniels from using a chair, which led to a brawl. Gordon and Sky then abandoned the addiction. The finish was a double indie taker as Omega and Nick Jackson did the move to Kazarian and Matt Jackson, and Amell hit it on Daniels. Bullet Club did their usual post-match promo. Long story short, the Bullet Club won. But not before they gave every single jabroni in that ring, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, or 7, or 8, 9. Nope, not just 9, but 10 boots to the face. And don't ask me how it's possible. Just watch the footage, monkeys. Alright, hopefully there was footage there, because if not, I probably got tired and didn't add the footage. But you know what? It was still great and glorious to watch. Um, After the match, the Bullet Club did their usual post-match promo referencing the NXT show in San Antonio. Omega said he and Cody Rhodes were going to go back to sign some more autographs um, because I guess the line for Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega was so big that they had to stop in the middle of autograph signing to get ready. That's how long they were out there. Kenny Omega was probably out there longer than anybody. Um, since the show started, he was signing autographs till like towards the last three matches, and he had to stop what he was doing so he can go get ready, prepared for the main event. Um, Same thing with Cody Rhodes. He came out afterwards, and he signed, and he had to leave. But unlike WWE, I was gonna say Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes. After and this main event wasn't just a short main event; it was a long main event. They did a lot of crazy moves, but after all that, they went back to. They didn't forget about the fans. They actually went back to finish signing autographs, and I have footage on that as well. Um, like I said, this main event was well, it left me speechless. Um, I'm probably gonna watch it again when Ring of Honor debut. I think it might have already came out this morning, and I have it on DVR. But anyways, match was so good. Probably gonna watch it again. For all of you who didn't go to this glorious show, all I can recommend is watch it and just Kenny Omega and the Bullet Club. Need I say more? But I did get an autograph from Cody Rhodes. I did get to hold the belt. Kenny Omega autograph, shook his hand, and said, "You know what? You're a good guy." Oh, you sons of bitches. My wife also got an autograph from Cody Rhodes too. So we got two autographs. And you know what? They weren't even that expensive. They were not that expensive. So that was a Survivor of the Fittest from San Antonio, Texas. When it comes down to shows of all shows, San Antonio, Texas puts Houston, Texas to shame. So now that brings us to our next review and results. We come straight to Houston, Texas. Saturday night, November 18th, 2017, NXT, WWE, NXT TakeOver War Games, where we had a new champions crowned, and well, guess what? Who were your survivors? Before I go and talk about the matches and stuff like that, I want to say I watched this match. I watched NXT. I watched the entire show up to like the last two matches. I actually started watching this show pretty late, so I kind of fell asleep in between. So, but I do know that I watched the entire main event because I woke up and I had to rewind it because I couldn't. I didn't get to see who won, and I wanted to see who won. And like I said, I was kind of like in disbelief that we had a new NXT champion crowned. But it happened. Every single match on this show was pretty good. The only one that I didn't like was Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan. I mean, I thought Lars Sullivan did a pretty good job, but Cassius Ohno, man, like I remember him back in NXT when I first started watching NXT when like Seth Rollins was in NXT and it was Roman Reigns and all that good stuff. But Cassius Ohno, like, the guy got super freaking fat, and I'm not even trying to hate on him at all, but that dude is so overweight, it's ridiculous. I don't understand how he got so fat. I mean, I don't know who's fatter, him or Kevin Owens, and it doesn't even matter because from what I saw, it seems like Kevin Owens is in better shape than Cassius Ohno. All I can say is about Cassius Ohno when I seen him on my TV is Cassius, oh no, go away, bro. But anyways, opening match was Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan. As soon as the bell rang, Sullivan bull rushed Ohno into the corner. Ohno elbowed Sullivan in the face. They went back and forth in the ring. I mean, you gotta take in mind these two guys are two big guys. You know, they're pretty huge. They're pretty crazy. So, like, you're gonna see more. You know, you're gonna see more of like each guy trying to like get one over on the other guy because they're bigger, they're stronger, whatever. Ono punches Sullivan right in the mouth. Ono staggers Sullivan with another shot to the face. Roaring elbow by Ono. Sullivan staggers around the ring. Ono elbows Sullivan in the back of the head, then hits the corkscrew big boot. At the end of the day, we weren't going to see Ono win this match. As a matter of fact, I think they used Cassius Ono to get Lars Sullivan over. Lars Sullivan is going to be the next big thing. He's going to be the next Braun Strowman. Not right now. I can see him being that guy later on. He still needs a lot of work. Needs a lot of work still. But the winner of the match, it's gonna be Lars Sullivan. Ono sets up another discus elbow, but Sullivan counters Sullivan counters it into the freak accident for the win. Yeah. I don't know what he's calling his finisher, the discus elbow. Yeah, the only thing discuss about this was how disgusting you looked. And of course, I'm talking about you, Cassius. Oh no. The heck. Where we at? So, yeah. So I mean, for being an opening match, I mean, what do you expect? You got two big guys trying to prove to one another that they are the better guy. But at the end of the day, you could be a big guy, but if you're big and overweight, then yeah, you got something coming to you. Then we get our next match, which I actually enjoyed the most, and I thought I was going to be disappointed when I watched this match because I was two guys that I've never seen wrestle before, and because it has been a while since I've seen NXT, so I got to get reintroduced to real wrestling. We get Aleister Black versus the Velveteen Dream, who in the beginning I thought was kind of like corny and stupid and dumb, and it was too gayish. You know what I mean? Not that I have anything against gay, but I'm just saying it was just too growly. Because I seen what he could do when he was in Tough Enough. He was a different guy. He was. I don't know. I don't know. This gimmick is starting to grow on me a little bit. So I want to say they at least change it up a little bit. Coming to the ring, Dream takes off his chaps to reveal that he has himself and Black painted on his tights. He had Aleister Black on one side, then he had his face on the other side. Rick Rude, kind of like Rick Rude. He kind of had it done like Rick Rude style. The crowd started to chant Velveteen Dream. Dream yells at Black that they all know his name. Black and Dream lock up. Neither can get an advantage. Pretty much this match was a pretty even match. Each guy had a counter for each move. So all in all, it was a pretty good match. I actually enjoyed it a lot. It goes back to show you that, you know what, um, like real wrestling is not dead. You know, if you want to watch real wrestling, you go and watch NXT. If you want to watch bullshit wrestling, you go and watch WWE. And if you want to watch real good wrestling, you watch Ring of Honor. Um, Black and Dream trade submission moves. Black locks Dream into a front face lock. Dream forces Black into the ropes to force the break. Dream whips Black into the ropes. Black locks Dream into a modified octopus hold. Um, Dream almost gets to the ropes, but Black takes him over into a pin. So just back and forth, back and forth. Um, you know, I mean, this match was too good to call. There were just so many moves that were being done, and like I said, I want to keep this short and sweet. Um, so I really thought that the Velveteen Dream was gonna, win this match, and it looked like he was going to win this match. Like, it was so evenly close. Um, but at the end of the night, um, um, how you say it, the Velveteen Dream um, was defeated by Aleister Black, by the Black Mass. So it just took one Black Mass and it was over. Um, Dream falls into the ropes and gets tied up. Black knees Dream in the face. Dream super kicks Black. Black kicks Dream. Dream gets to eat. No, I'm sorry. Dream gets to his feet and eats the Black Mass. And 1, 2, 3. The match is over. Your winner, Aleister Black. After the match, Black sits next to the fallen Dream. He laughs, he grins. Black grabs a mic and says, "Enjoy infamy, Velveteen Dream." Let me say it again. Enjoy infamy, Velveteen Dream. And Black leads the ring. But all in all, like I said, it was a good match. It was pretty even. It was close. I would actually go back and watch it again. That's how good it was. This match I was really disappointed about. We have our NXT women. We have the Fatal 4-Way for the vacant NXT Women's Championship belt. We get Nikki Cross versus Karari Sani. Can't say that name. Versus Peyton Royce versus Ember Moon. Now, out of all these girls, my favorite in all this is going to be Peyton Royce. Because I can honestly say, after watching her wrestle tonight, just watching her in general, I've always watched her since her debut in NXT. I love me some Peyton Royce. She is somebody to look out for in the future. I was rooting for her to win the NXT Women's Championship belt because she deserves it. And she's probably been there longer than any of these girls right here. Nikki Cross just looks crazy for me. Carrie Sunny is just another version of Asuka. In my mind, she could be like her twin sister and shit. And Ember Moon just gets on my damn nerves. So before the match even gets started, on the way to the ring, Kay says a few words to Royce and goes to the back. She should have just came down with her and helped her win the belt, but all in all, when the match started, Moon drop kicks Cross. Roy drops Moon with an elbow. Cross jumps on Moon and mauls her. Moon takes Royce over with a head scissors. Cross jumps on the, back and forth, back and forth. Blah blah blah. Since my girl didn't win, I can care less about this goddamn match. Royce goes for a pin, but it doesn't take. Moon, Sane, and Royce battle in the middle of the ring. Cross divides off the top and splashes everyone. You know. Long story short, like I said, we're gonna keep it short and sweet over here. Moon divides off the top and hits the Eclipse on both Cross and Royce. Your winner and your new NXT Women's Champion by pinfall is Ember Moon. And we got William Regal. He comes out. He presents the belt to Moon. Well, he didn't really present the belt to her. He was about to. Then Asuka walks in and asks if she can do it instead. And we get a big old happy Bailey moment in the ring. Blah freaking blah. Nobody freaking cares. If you're a big fan of Ember Moon, I'm all for you. But I had my eye on Peyton Royce. But it is what it is. We don't all get what we want, right? All I can say about Ember Moon is, she deserves it. That's it. Not, like I said, I'm not a big fan. Just whatever. So we then get to our NXT Championship match. Drew McIntyre, the NXT champion, versus Andre Almas with Zelina Vega. And like I said, another girl who I have my eye on now is Zelina Vega. She is sweet and sexy. She's a little too small and short for me, but she's still sexy nonetheless. So we get to our championship match. I watched this match here and there, bits and pieces. I was actually falling asleep to this match. I don't know if it was me being so tired from all the weekend or just just match in general. But when it comes to Andre Almas, Andre Cien Almas, I mean, I like him. I'm a fan of his. I've been a fan of his since I've seen him debut in NXT. But I'm also a big fan of Drew McIntyre. Ever since he came out on WWE. But I don't know why they chose to take the belt away from him, but they did. I think that they should have kept the belt on him, but he did get injured after the match. I don't know if he was already injured to begin with and he needed to have surgery, or he just got injured in general. But anyways, the match gets started. Vega gets in McIntyre's face, almost pies face McIntyre. McIntyre forces almost into the corner. McIntyre gives almost a clean break, but almost slaps McIntyre. Almost retreats into the ropes. Levels McIntyre with an elbow. Tries a leg crop into the corner, but McIntyre kicks him in the face. In the head, McIntyre whips almost into the ropes. Anyway, so, a lot of back and forth in this match. It was a pretty long and decent match. Like I said, I need to go back and rewatch it. I only rewatched the parts where, it was towards the end. So we get to the end of the match. Almost runs into the ring and hits the hammerlock DDT. McIntyre kicks out. Almost charges at McIntyre and runs right into the Claymore. Vega puts Almost foot on the ropes. McIntyre goes for another boot. But Vega pulls Almost out of the ring. Of course, better thank your girlfriend, boy, because she helped you win this match. Almost hits a rope. Hang hammerlock DDT for the win. Your winner and new NXT champion, Andre Cien Almas, who in my eyes I think deserves it, but I think won the belt way too soon from Drew McIntyre. They should have at least had like 2 more matches, and then we can have seen Drew McIntyre go back to WWE where he rightfully belongs. But whatever. In watching NXT War Games, like it's a shame that they only use the cage one time. Like, what's the point of calling it NXT War Games if like not every single match is gonna be in the cage? They should just call the match NXT and then just call the main event War Games. I don't know. I don't get it. I think that every single match should have been a War Games match, in the cage at least. Two. I mean, how cool would it have been to see like every single match in like 2 different rings at the same time, like boom, 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 from ring to ring, back and forth. It would have been way cool to use that second ring more than they used it. As a matter of fact, we should have had Survivor Series in the War Games mode. Would have made for more interesting Survivor Series. So we get to our last match of the night. NXT War Games. We have Sanity versus the Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain. This match I did not watch. I actually fell asleep. I was already gone. I was already out. So by reading this, I'm just finding out who the winners are for this match. So, we get Roderick Strong. He comes in the ring, all gun-ho. He gets decked in the face by one of the Authors of Pain. Adam Cole, Eric Young, and Roderick Strong are going to start the match. Strong and Young surround Cole. Strong and Young fight over who is going to beat up Cole. All this leads to a standoff. Young decks Strong and elbows Cole. Strong barebacks Young. Like I said, I didn't watch this match, so if I fell asleep, I probably didn't care. So we're just gonna fast forward to the end because, like I said, we're doing 3 reviews in one. We should call this show the JT and Candy Show War Games. So let's fast forward to the end. Let's see what we got. Damn, I'm reading all this and there's still not a winner in the matches. This must have been a long ass match to watch. Oh, here we go. I finally get to see who won the match. So, the Authors of Pain hit the last chapter. O'Reilly jumps on Razor's back and steps and slaps on a sleeper. O'Reilly and Fish hit their version of total elimination on Razor. Young and Wolf hit their finish on Fish. Strong hits the G4 on Wolf Strong tosses Cole face first into the cage. Young wheelbarrows suplex Strong into the cage. Cole hits Young in the head with a kendo stick. Cole hits a sliding knee with a chair on Young for the win. Your winners of NXT War Games are none other than another copy of the Bullet Club, the Undisputed Era, because as you guys know, Adam Cole is a former member of the Bullet Club, and I wouldn't even use the word former because I think he's still a member in hiding, and he's forming his version of the Bullet Club called the Undisputed Era. And is it me or Adam Cole looks just like a young version of Shawn Michaels? That guy is a future main eventer in the WWE. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him in the main roster, and I'm glad they're giving him his own stable. The Undisputed Era, in my eyes, are the next Shield. I can't wait till they come up and we get to see them in the main event status. So that was your NXT Takeover review. All I can say about this pay-per-view is that we have new champions, and that Cassius Ohno, you need to go away. And I hope to God that Drew McIntyre is not hurt. And Peyton Royce already needs to be women's champion. That's some bullshit. That is some motherfucking bullshit. So we're already an hour into this show, this review, and we've already covered Ring of Honor, Survivor of the Fittest. We covered NXT War Games. And now we're about to cover the main event. The shows of all shows. WWE Survivor Series. SmackDown versus Raw. The red team versus the blue team. Triple H versus Shane McMahon. Because at the end of this match, because at the end of the night, that's all that mattered about this pay-per-view. Shane McMahon versus Triple H. Brother-in-law versus brother-in-law. Nobody else mattered. Nobody else mattered. You mean to tell me you couldn't use the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger? You couldn't use Kevin Owens? You couldn't use Sami Zayn? You couldn't have had the glorious one, Bobby Roode, be the last one, the last survivor? How come SmackDown versus Raw, how come SmackDown is always going to be the loser no matter what? I mean, I know that Raw is the flagship show, but at least give SmackDown a win. The only good thing about watching this was seeing Triple H versus Bobby Roode for like a couple seconds, and Randy Orton versus Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura. There was a couple of dream matches in this main event that I did enjoy watching. Like I said, I'm not hating on the match itself. I'm hating on the way it ended. That's it. I think that it sucks that the younger talent did not get to have a chance to showcase what they can really do for a main event when you keep bringing back all these part-timers like John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton. Kurt Angle, Shane McMahon. Like, come on, like, seriously? Like, come on. I don't know. Sucks. But you know what? I don't care. Because I got to watch and I got to enjoy a true main event. Because in my eyes, the main event for this show was Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. That should have been our main event. Okay. Alrighty. This is your 2017 WWE Survivor Series results and review. Who survived at the end of the night? Did SmackDown win against Raw? Did Shane McMahon prove to Triple H that he's the game? Did Braun Strowman lay the smack down on the glorious one, Bobby Roode? Did Nakamura get his ass whooped by Finn Balor again? Let's find out. Let's get into this. I'm gonna read some of the highlights, and I'm just gonna go to the matches because I mean, I'm over it already. When you go and you watch one good show and you watch this show and you start saying to yourself, "What the heck? This is supposed to be the A show." One of WWE's 4 biggest pay-per-views of the year went down Sunday night from Houston as Raw and SmackDown went head-to-head at Survivor Series. The massive 10-match card spanned 6 total hours, with the 2-hour kickoff show bleeding into the 4-hour event. After a while, 3+ hours of event were nothing short of outstanding. The final 15 minutes or so left the viewers puzzled and confused as to not only the booking of the event, but the future of WWE as a whole. Let me read that one more time because I thought I was going crazy over here. I thought I was the one thinking negatively about this show. As while 3+ hours of the event were nothing short of outstanding, the final 15 minutes or so left the viewers puzzled and confused as to not only the booking of the event, but the future of WWE as a whole. So what they're trying to say is, what the fuck were you thinking, letting Triple H kick Kurt Angle, give him a pedigree, and pinning Triple H, and then having Triple H confuse the shit out of us, thinking he was going to back Shane McMahon and join Team SmackDown, but instead kicked Shane McMahon, gave him pedigree, and pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. Why the hell did you not let Braun Strowman pin Shane McMahon? What was the point of seeing all that crap if all it was going to be about was Shane McMahon and Triple H? You know, what's the point of having your younger talent join the main roster if you're not going to give him a chance to rise? We should have seen Bobby Roode versus Finn Balor. We should have seen the Braun Strowman versus Bobby Roode. We should have seen, Nakamura versus, I don't know, Samoa Joe. There should have been two younger talents that were the last ones in the ring. But instead, we get the opposite. Following an action-packed heavyweight match that is absolutely in the conversation for WWE Match of the Year. WWE Match of the Year. And they're not talking about the main event. They're talking about Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. The men's Survivor Series elimination match booked center stage with a mix of both young and veteran stars. However, the end of the match featured 3 hours of 3 or 4 oldest performers in the ring and made little sense in terms of continuing important storylines and on either brand. So they're saying instead of having your younger talent in the show, you had your oldest talent in the show. CBL Sports was live with you throughout the Survivor Series, updating this post with results, grades, and highlights from the big show. Check out, their recaps and whatnot. Subscribe to the podcast in the corner with Brian Campbell. So I'm not gonna say the show was bad because it was a pretty good show. The only bad thing about the show was the main event, so I'm not gonna shit on this entire show, but I will give you a quick breakdown because it's late. I've already went over an hour, and I've covered 3 shows in one night. So I'm so tired I can't hold my goddamn phone. Let's do this real quick. Glorious. 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 We have the glorious one, Bobby Roode. Alright. So, this is what we call a drive-by, run-by. So we have our cruiserweight champion Enzo Amore versus Kalisto. Not once, not twice, but probably like the 4th time you've seen it this month. Did anybody care? Probably not. I didn't watch this. I was too busy making some money on the side, doing a side job, so I didn't have time to watch this crappy ass piece of shit pre-show. But anyways, Enzo Amore defeats Kalisto via pinfall. We knew that was going to happen. Nobody cares about Kalisto, and nobody gives a fuck about Enzo Amore. Sorry to be so vicious when it comes to this match, but Kalisto, they ain't doing shit with him. Enzo Amore, they're just shitting all over with him. They're just shitting all over him. Even though they give him the belt, they're still shitting all over this guy. I had high hopes for him when he joined the main roster in WWE. I watched him all through NXT with a big cast, but now they're just shitting all over this guy. So that's all I'm gonna do is shit all over this guy. Then we get next. The next match we get is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Breezango. Another match I don't give a fuck about. Breezango, they're shitting all over as well. You have two great young talent just wasting away. I mean, you got Tyler Breeze and you have Breezango, and all they're good for is making backstage half-ass trailers about stuff that nobody really cares about anymore. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeat Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeat Breezango via pinfall. Just getting shit all over every time. And that was your pre-show. 2 matches. Um, so the show starts with when we get the Shield versus the New Day. I was actually pretty disappointed about this match. As a matter of fact, I was very disappointed about this match. And I was disappointed because this was a perfect opportunity for WWE to turn Roman Reigns heel once again, one more time. And did they? No. They dropped the ball again. Because, yes, we got the Shield back together, but you know what? It took so goddamn long that nobody even cares anymore. The majority of the fans were chanting for the New Day instead of the Shield. The majority of the fans were chanting, Roman, you still suck. Roman, you still suck. Because Roman, you do still suck. And that's coming from a long-time Roman Reigns fan. Now, I'm a big-time Kenny Omega, the Cleaner. Goodbye and good night. Or is it good night and goodbye? Whatever. Bam, bam, baby. But anyways, the Shield versus the New Day. The Shield defeats the New Day via pinfall, via super power bomb off the top rope. Oh. There is one match that I did enjoy watching besides Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens. I meant to say AJ Styles. Kevin Owens, you wish you were in this main event, but instead you were on the pre-show. This time last year, you were our Universal Champion. This year, you're in the pre-show. You're in the pre-show, jabroni. That's what happens if you don't work out and lose weight when you're the champ, jabroni. I know, I've been saying jabroni too damn much. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. So we finally get to our Survivor Series match, our Women Survivor Series match, which was my favorite match. One of my favorite matches. We get Asuka, Alicia Fox, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax versus Bayley, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Carmella, Tamina, and Natalia. Blue team versus red team. At the end of the match, we get one sole survivor. Can you guys guess who was the survivor? Can you guys guess who won the match? You guessed right. It was Natalia, the winner of the match and SmackDown. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Natalia. It was Asuka, right? Yeah. Asuka laid the SmackDown on every single jabroni on SmackDown, and she made that weird looking cat lady tap out. So there you have it. The red team gets the second win of the night. Raw gets their second win of the night. Nobody cares, but you know what? I'm gonna bring it up anyway because it's my bad. And I just saw it right now, but in the pre-show, I forgot to mention that we had Elias Samson versus Matt Hardy. Can you guess who won the match? Elias Sampson defeats the Broken One, Matt Hardy. The broken Matt Hardy has officially been broken because nobody cares about that dude anymore. When he joined WWE, that was the biggest mistake him and Jeff Hardy made. Before they joined WWE, they were on top of their game. And now, Jeff Hardy is injured, and Matt Hardy is jobbing out to Elias Sampson. Welcome back to WWE, your broken one. Loser. Finally, we get back to some real wrestling. I thought this match was going to be like a squash match for Brock Lesnar. I thought AJ Styles was going to get beat in like 3 minutes because that's what Brock Lesnar does. He comes in, he eats you alive, and he leaves, and he shows up 3 months later for the Royal Rumble, and then 3 months later again for WrestleMania. But this match did not let me down. Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, WWE Universal Champion versus WWE Champion. Champion versus champion. The Phenomenal One versus the King, the Beast of Suplex City himself, Brock Lesnar. This match I'm definitely going to call because it was worth talking about. As expected, Lesnar dominated the entire first half of by throwing Styles around like a rag doll, dragging him by the hair and delivering a quad of German suplexes. Styles sold the suplex so well from the corner of the ring to the other that one time he flipped head over heels. Lesnar shut down Styles, attempted to rally as a match perfectly told Davis versus Goliath story until Styles finally turned the match around. A springboard forearm to the floor and another off the steps. The weekend Lesnar and Styles then hit a 450 splash into the ring for a near fall and a huge pop from the crowd. I'm going to stop here and say that Brock Lesnar was beating the crap out of AJ Styles so bad that I literally thought the referee was going to call this match. I honestly thought that AJ Styles was going to die. Brock Lesnar was manhandling this guy so bad that I thought that somebody from the back was going to come out. I thought the club and Finn Balor was going to come out to help their fellow Bullet Club member out. I mean, I thought we were going to have the Shield come out and lay waste to Brock Lesnar, but we didn't. AJ Styles came back. He came back with the vengeance, and for the second half of the match, AJ Styles dominated Brock Lesnar. But you know what? When it comes to Brock Lesnar, you can throw everything in the kitchen, everything in the living room. You can throw everything in each bedroom at that dude, but that dude is a beast. He is a monster among men. And as much as I wanted AJ Styles to defeat Brock Lesnar, that was not the case. AJ Styles, he got out of like 3 F5s, but at the end of the night, that was not enough. Even though he put Brock Lesnar through a calf crusher, he gave him all kinds of moves. He drilled his leg back and forth. Brock Lesnar could not even walk. At this point, AJ Styles failed with AJ Styles fell victim to Brock Lesnar's F5. Brock Lesnar got the 1, 2, 3, and AJ Styles, just like everybody else, has a permanent address in Suplex City, biatch. And that was your main event. Survivor Series was over from there. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was not your main event. Your main event for the show was none other than the Cleaner, Kenny Omega, the leader of the Bullet Club. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, your Ring of Honor champion. The Young Bucks, the Elite, the best tag team in the world. Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, versus Triple H, Kurt Angle, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, old ass Ric Flair. Any single old wrestler you can find. You know what? I take that back. Every single old ass wrestler you can find versus the Bullet Club. And it don't matter how old they get, the older the better, because at the end of the night, the Bullet Club laid waste to the old timers of WWE, the legends. The Bullet Club came down, they laid the smackdown on all these old timers so damn bad that they made The Legend House Part 3. And guess who was in that house? All the old timers, including John Cena. Yeah. That was not the case. So we get a Triple H, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle of the Raw team versus Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode, and John Cena. I'm not even going to go over this match because I think I went over this match 10 times while I was doing this review, and you know my opinion on this match, and you know the results of this match. I'm just going to skip to the end, and we'll go from there. The interference of Zayn and Owens, attacking Shane McMahon, causing their own team to probably get eliminated. You attack Shane McMahon like he's already weak as it is. He already got kicked in the chest so goddamn hard it made me feel like Shane McMahon died. Finn Balor kicked the crap out of Shane McMahon. I thought he was out of the match. He's already beat up as it is, and you got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coming out and beating the crap out of him again. Stupid. Fuck this reading shit. So here's what happened. Instead of letting your younger talent finish out the show, instead of letting one of your younger talents be the last member of Team SmackDown, we get yours truly Shane McMahon as the last and lone survivor of SmackDown. We get him in the ring in front of Braun Strowman. It took Shane McMahon a long time to get back in the ring. He was shooting bricks. And he finally got in the ring. We thought we were going to see Braun Strowman destroy Shane McMahon, but instead, I want to say Triple H tagged himself in. And I thought we were going to get Triple H destroy Shane McMahon, but instead, Kurt Angle tagged himself in. And I thought we get Kurt Angle going up against Shane McMahon. He puts Shane McMahon in the ankle lock. Triple H comes in. He kicks Kurt Angle. He puts Shane McMahon on top of him. He eliminates. He wins. He gets a pin. 1, 2, 3. Shane McMahon eliminates Kurt Angle, or should I say Triple H eliminates Kurt Angle. Then we think that Triple H is on Team SmackDown's team, but instead he tricks us once again and kicks Shane McMahon in the chest, in the stomach, pins, gives him a pedigree, pins him 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. Team Raw wins a Survivor Series for the 100th time, and nobody cares. The only good thing about this match is that the Shield came down and destroyed Triple H. Sorry. Only good thing about this match is that the Bullet Club came out and destroyed Triple H for two-sweeting Finn Balor when he came out. Oh, that didn't happen either. Only good thing about this match is that Braun Strowman laid waste to Triple H. And that was it. That was your Survivor Series review, results, and whatever you want to call it, because at the end of the night, I went to a real wrestling show here in San Antonio, Texas, and that was Ring of Honor Wrestle Fitness. No, that was Ring of Honor Survivor of the Fittest. Your real Survivor Series main event. This video is so goddamn long. It's an hour and 34 minutes. All I can say to you guys is that I got the pleasure of meeting Kenny Omega, the cleaner, the leader of the Bullet Club, and Cody Rhodes, your Ring of Honor World Champion. And I held the belt on my shoulders. So for all you out there, subscribe to this channel. Let's make this bigger than it really is. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Share this video. Subscribe. And all I can say is good night and goodbye.